showbiz reporter for STV. I live in the West End, brought up in bonny Bishopbriggs, but now staying in the trendy West End, of course. I love doing my entertainment stuff. I love my job and I love music, singing in a band. Total extrovert, I guess you could say, a wee bit of a show off, although the dancing I am terrified of. Yeah, always led a really active life out and about and stuff, and then in 2009 my life changed forever. September of that year I was diagnosed with leukemia. It came basically completely out of the blue. I hadn't been feeling very well, but just thought I had flu or a virus. Had some blood tests. Again, the doctor didn't think it was anything serious, but it turned out it was chronic myeloid leukemia, and literally I just felt my world crumble and totally change forever. The months after that went by in a complete and utter blur. I was at the hospital. I really thought, all I can remember is it was really close to Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas. I'm like the Christmas fairy. And I remember standing in the shop with the Christmas music around me, Christmas cards and stuff, and thinking, I'm not going to get to see Christmas. And that was just one of the real standout memories for me. But time passed and I got onto on taking my medication. I take chemotherapy in tablet form, and I started to realise that I wasn't necessarily dying of cancer, I was living with cancer. And somebody got in touch with me to say, have you ever been to Maggie's Centre? Now I'd heard of it, but I have to be honest and say I didn't really know what it was. I actually thought it was a hospice or something like that. I just thought, that's not going to be for me, that's where really, really sick people go. But then I was assured that that wasn't the case, and eventually I made my way down to Maggie's, the gatehouse, and went in, didn't know what to expect or what to say, and somebody just came, held my hand and said, what's your story? And that was it basically, and put a cup of tea in my hand and a biscuit, which always helps. And from there I just opened the floodgates, burst into tears, told them what had been happening, because I've got the best family and friends in the world, but for all their support, they're constantly telling you, you're going to be fine, everything's going to be great, and that it's brilliant, that's what you need. But sometimes having somebody who is a step away from that, and you can just say exactly what you're feeling without worrying about upsetting someone else, it was like such a weight was lifted off me.
I am Gillian and I'm the centre head for Maggie's Glasgow. And I've been working for Maggie's for just over 4 years now. And I think it's safe to say that I get as much from my job today as I did the very first day I walked through the centre. It's just a phenomenal place to work, because in being in the centre every day I get to meet amazing people, and I think that's what gives me absolute motivation, and it's what gets me out of bed in the morning to come to work.
And there's a lovely thing that happens at the kitchen table that you witness, that it's right that I'm not always there, or any one of us are always just sitting there, but to witness that person that's maybe come in for guidance at some point with their heart beating out their chest and the tears in their eyes, suddenly is giving that help and support to that new person who's just walked in. And that's a really nice thing. It's right for us as the staff, as the professionals, if you like, to walk away from the table and to allow that to happen in that comfort of, here's how I did it. Because you know that way that sometimes you can't always find your own words, you can't always find exactly what it is that you're feeling. I call it sometimes a satellite delay between your head and your heart. You know, it's a wee bit like I can tell you what I'm thinking, but I kind of don't know what's going on in here. And somebody might just say the words to you, they might just say, here's how I was feeling about that, or here's what I did about that, and you just go, that's it, that's just exactly it, that's exactly what how I'm feeling. And
just generally, like, nobody can party like I can party. I just think I've just got a real lust for life now. That's not to say that every 3 months when I come back to the beats and the reality doesn't hit, and I'm reminded that I am living with cancer, but I know after my appointment I can pop up to Maggie's, get a cup of tea, a good chat, a wee bit of a blub if I want, and then I can leave feeling relieved that that I've got something off my chest, and I've been here, and it's just such a nice feeling. It truly is a wonderful place. I know Maggie's doesn't run like this, it doesn't look like this for nothing. So many people put their heart and soul into it, and so many people raise vital funds for it, and everybody is so grateful. If you come down here to one of the events, or even just pop in and have a cup of tea, you will see how much it means to everyone, and how every penny really goes to changing so many people's lives. Not just the patients, but the family and friends who can come here and just feel some sense of comfort and some sense of knowing that there's someone they can talk to, or somewhere they can be to escape from, you know, other things that they're maybe going through. So it really is a magical place. It's wonderful. I totally love Maggie's. I've made so many amazing friends through here, and I've done so many amazing things, including Just Dance for Maggie's, which I'm terrified about, but no, it's all for such a worthwhile cause, and I couldn't be happier to be supporting the charity.